Yes. There you go. There you go.
We are alive.
You're alive, and it's very fucking empty. Look at that. There's only 2 people left. There's only 2 people left.
They're all
No.
dying. Bruh.
Yeah, there's
sad.
just the 2 of you. You can make
Just the
it.
2 of us if we try.
Man, welcome to session 25. How does it feel like that you're already 25? It's almost been half a year. Fuck.
It is 25, yeah.
Man, technically it's over a year because I skipped on 1 week. So, man, there's a lot of stuff that happened, transpired. And I guess without further ado, I have a simple question. The same question I ask every single week, except for the one thing. Oh boy. Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
As ready as we will ever be.
Good.
Good. Give me a second. Let me do the cool little. Oh my god. Why is it not working? Come on, man, please, I beg you. So last we left off, you saved John Mundane from a definitely serious threat of death. And essentially explored the ruins that you discovered with it. Somewhere around the discovery, you got teleported, split, and, well, you were basically under threat of annihilation from a potential Dracolich. Good thing that John Mundane has a very interesting particular item that lets perceive a lot of stuff very subconsciously, and basically was given a free pass as the shadowy dragon got slain. Scree decided to seize the opportunity as its, I guess, theoretical parts of the body were eaten by this dragon, to seize the moment as it got annihilated. But alas, with that gamble, he failed, or she failed, and essentially got destroyed. As you came to, you got yourself. So you realize that you're surrounded in a chapel. The dragon that was basically holding you hostage, crumbling in its skeletal form, and Screed turned nothing more into a skeleton husk. But John, with your newfound hatred for dragons from your Bob companion, you slew it without any indifference and took its cloak for yourself. With Bob's help, it took you several days to get back to the hollowed out mountain, cracking basically through a bit of land, before of course crumbling the chapel that you found yourself to the ground using roots and whatnot.
And fire.
Technically, you all returned, and you told the bad news to Nadia. And if I remember correctly, that's kind of where we left off.
Yeah.
If I'm missing something else.
I was going to go to the assistant. What it was called, the mage, the sorcerer. But we left that before he reached.
Yeah. Wait, did you make it to the sorcerer or no?
No, I was.
Yeah, he was on his way to his sorcerer, and I had just told the nice angel lady that dead.
Forgot his name. That's bad of me.
Bozot.
Was it? Yeah.
So, John, what are you gonna do? Now that you informed your angel-esque lady friend that the one
I
that
have a question. I'm sorry, yeah.
Yes.
Now that I've informed her, and she seems kind of almost scarily indifferent in
Yes.
the moment of like, oh well, looks up, walks away.
Yeah.
Jaw like a little bit disturbed, perturbed maybe from that statement. Uh, thinks to himself, you know, I've been traveling a while. Maybe I should just take a break, and I'm going to go bake.
Can you roll me perception check?
Sure thing. If I can remember what my perception is. Ah, I remembered what my perception is.
Wait, is it 12?
Yes, that is the check.
Yeah. Actually, it is enough. As you're now like decided what to do, and you're thinking, ah yeah, food. All of a sudden, from the path you came from the south, from the Freelance, you see an ominous figure by the trees, kind of just seemingly there. It is a humanoid creature wearing full black plate from head to toes and wielding a massive warhammer that is coated with a lot of red viscous blood. It seems tired, and it's about like 500, 600 feet away. Uh, Theo, can you roll me a perception check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. 12. No, 10.
No,
What?
10.
Yeah, it's 10.
Yeah. Yeah,
If we're just talking about my passive stealth, that should work. I'm in full plate, so it means I get like a
yeah.
-5
So
to passive.
basically, Theo, the last thing that we left off from your session zero is basically you saw this angelic figure walk in through the gates inside this barricaded, newly erected walls of a settlement. And as you kind of catch up your breath from the exhaustion you endured, as you look back up, you see a gray plated individual basically standing almost exact location where you saw the angel, just kind of staring back at you. About 500 feet away.
Standing here. I look over. Can I just? This person does not look like any of the other people in this village. Chiefs, the warriors, they don't wear full plate like this. Person's clearly not from here.
No, absolutely
Uh,
not.
I looked to my left. I looked to my right to see if there's anyone to shift this problem over to.
Well, technically, to your left and to your right, there is just these newly erected wooden walls that basically almost fully encircles the whole like section of the mountain. So you know, nobody can go in or out, and you're just basically standing between these gates that have been closed, well, open now, but could be closed. And behind you, there are plenty of people doing their own stuff. Mainly, everybody's focusing on building inside.
As I see the situation, I slowly raise up my hand and awkwardly wave.
Theo, this individual in gray armor waves awkwardly at you.
Okay, so I'm staring at him, fully locking eyes with him, and probably realizing that he means me by waving. I look around and find the smallest tree ever and try to hide behind it.
I'm just gonna say you find like something what you assume is like a young young sapling, you know, about a feet wide and about 10 feet tall, and you hide behind it. You basically see John. The knight in black armor scoots to the side a few feet and hides behind a tree, covering almost 1/4 of its armor.
I realize this is the perfect opportunity to get away from the situation. As I dramatically look to my left, look to my right, shrug, and walk away.
Theo, your ploy worked, as this foolish gray knight seems to be confused of your sudden disappearance and walks back inside the settlement.
Okay, so can I still see the angel creature?
No, it also went inside.
Okay. I'm going to try to, like, very quietly walk over to the gate and look inside.
Okay, roll me a stealth check with disadvantage. So roll me
Oh,
2d.
gee.
Yeah, just roll me 2d. 2d 20 plus.
That's my stealth.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, you didn't roll anything yet, so let's see.
2d20 plus my stealth, right?
Yes.
Okay. 34.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. No, it's actually you take the lower one, so it's 17. So you surprisingly enough, being full played and exhausted, literally just scoot up by the wall and sling to the gate, and you see about 40 humans, tribes people looking, simple leather armor, simple common weaponry, spears, axes, wooden clubs, seemingly just making this new settlement. You see the Grey Knight that is just basically walking away from the gate, fully oblivious of your, or I guess fully confused of your disappearance. And you see nobody has noticed you, just kind of looking through the gate. You do see, however, the angelic figure just kind of, almost like the opposite side of the camp from where you are, sitting by the fire and just kind of looking at it. Well, I heard there are a few other people, but they seem to be minding their own business, mainly eating.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to walk in there, lowering my weapon obviously, so I don't seem like that much of a threat, and not directly lock eyes with anyone. Just going to the general direction of the angel creature.
Just straight through the village.
Yes. And I think I'm like I don't look very different from other people, even though I got like full plate armor.
Well, roll me another stealth check with disadvantage. You want to see how well it goes. Oh my god! So, you're literally are the only one of two people in this place that has metal, like full metal as armor, while everybody is very nimble and agile in their lever. You literally just stride through the village, occasionally stopping as some people carrying some logs or plates of freshly made food to one side. Completely oblivious of the entire village as you just stroll with fervor and purpose towards this angel lady. Um, Give me a second. So, in front of you, as it takes you about half a minute to just traverse, with no resistance at all, you come across a campfire that is accompanied by 4 people. 3 of them, humans in their 20s or 30s, eating some sort of meat, drinking basic water. And then you see the 4th person, that is essentially the person you're looking for, that is the angel. In front of you, you see basically a creature seemingly in full plate, similar as you, but hers is one that is pure white and highlighted in gold. Her eyes glint some sort of yellowish bright light occasionally as she seems to be fully focused on the fire and completely oblivious to the fact that you're kind of nearby her. The other people take notice that you're here, this individual that they never seen before. Anything you want to say to them?
I'm not going to say anything. As soon as people start to look at me, I'll just look them right in the eye and not say anything.
Roll me intimidation check.
Not intimidation. Okay.
Unintentional intimidation check.
Yeah.
Intentional intimidation. Okay.
I'm not trying to intimidate. It has a 6+ in intimidation.
Is this a 17?
Yeah, it's a 17.
Man. Jesus. You're literally just staring down at these 3 individuals as, one by one they look at you, kind of trying to figure out what the fuck you are. And they kind of pause and just look at each other. And almost like as in agreement, they all stand up, still looking at you and just walk away.
Okay, so I'm like...
Yeah, you're kind of alone. But finally, as the people stand up almost simultaneously and walk away, that kind of catches the eye of the lady sitting by the fire. And then her eyes immediately wander to you. She just kind of eyes you from your toes, somewhere around your neck, and just sighs. And continues looking at the fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit down by the fire and just stare into the flames with her.
No, this is not what I imagined you to look like, but this would be just hilarious.
Completely changed the item.
Hi. Well, you sit down or sit on one of these makeshift wooden benches. Not a single word has been uttered by her, as now you're kind of just sitting. Maybe in awkwardness, maybe in silence. And nothing interrupts you. Speaking of interruption, Aries, how you doing?
It's me. I'm
It's
doing good.
you. So, it takes you about a good minute or so, and you track Vazat. He's at his usual spot below the mountain in one of those holes, seemingly doing some research on several eggs that have been basically displayed on the table. For you, it's clear to see, without any checks, that these are wyvern eggs. Because he seems to be taking notes and maybe cross-referencing something in his notes. And almost instinctually, as you walk into the room, he all of a sudden locks eyes with you and gives a smile. Ah, they're back.
Hello, Asit. We're back. Yeah.
Where have you been?
We've. He lowers his head a bit. Jan was gone, so I was looking to find him, and then we were pulled into this underground place. And then a lot of stuff happened. And then now we're back. Except for Scree. He's not coming back. He said she's not coming back.
He leans back a bit, listening to you. And looks back at you.
Say was it? Do you think it's possible to bring someone back to life if you only have Ash?
He seems to ponder this question with quite a bit of fervor for a few seconds, then looks back at you again. I believe you have your companion, the so-called angel. Nadia was her name, if I was correct. She would probably be more known than me. Technically, you don't need a lot to bring someone back to life. The soul is willing and present. And if you have capable enough of a cleric...
Yeah, at this Ares lights up. Really?
He nods.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you later then. I'll be back. And then he immediately runs out of the tent again. And then runs over to where he thinks Nadia is, which is probably the kitchen area, maybe? She seems to be there.
Well, you look around. You clearly can find Nadia outside. Hey, not too far, about 100 feet away from the entrance to the mountain. But also by her sits an interesting individual that you've never seen before. One that is clad in dark black armor, seemingly just sitting by her, doing nothing. Not John. John has a different color. This looks like as dark as coal. Well, yeah, John's is, grayish.
Yeah. Ares runs up to Nadia and goes like, Nadia! And then it sees this figure and like gives it like polite small bow, like some small head nod. Hello. Nadia, do you know how to bring people back who are gone?
She almost gives like a warm smile. if you have something first, there's always a chance.
Yeah, he opens his bag of holding, takes out the coin pouch that we very carefully placed. This is filled with ashes now. We were only able to find this of her remains.
She looks
Nope.
at the ash pile that you provided. She grabs it and almost measures it in her hand a bit, and then clasps the bag. This should be enough.
Really?
You know,
That's great.
Also, Theo, in front of you, there's this conversation happening, literally in front of you, by
Like,
this.
but
Yeah,
my character can hear this.
yes, clearly. And
Okay.
also,
I-
this one thing I need to notify. Also, you're literally, the angel is getting talked to by what seems to be an elf, but also some sort of goat hybrid, as he has fluffy, colorful hair and horns coming out of his head. Additionally, you see one of his arm and one of his leg seems to be less flesh and bone, more twig, root, and moss.
Okay, so I slowly stand up and go towards that person, look him directly in the eye and ask, "What's your favorite color?"
He tilts his head to the right. I do like a lot of colors. Well, currently maybe purple.
Purple. I like that. You seem like a good guy. Go back and sit down again.
Yeah, thank you. Now that's it. Who are you? I'm Aries.
Nice to meet you, Aries.
And what is your name? He sits down as well.
My name is Theodore van Eckstein. You can call me Theo if you want to.
Okay, Theo.
I just stare back into the fire.
Yeah, and Aries will look up at Nadia. Did Nadia remain or did she leave?
She looks at the pile of ashes bag, and then kind of pulls the bag, kind of closes it, and immediately stands up and seems to eye around the surrounding land. Finds people.
Do you want me to help?
She looks at you back, shakes her head, but leaves this warm smile on her face. Oh, I think I got this.
Okay, then I'll wait.
John, what are you gonna do? As you realize now, as you left the problem for someone else, that problem ended up in the middle of the camp, and between him, there's Ares and Elena, not Elena, Nadia. Shut
So,
up. I know.
so, uh, So like literally, John has like the oven mitts on. And he's at the oven, and he looks over across the camp, and he sees his problem now interacting with both the one survivor from the original party they've taken here, and the other only person he seems to have cared about in the camp.
One survivor completely ignoring Domo chase.
And he sighs with deep regret as he takes off the oven mitts and starts slowly walking over there.
Ares notices and waves at you. Gives you a big wave. And wave.
Yeah. He kind of waves back in response, and at this point, actually, one second. Can I have a description of your character? Is it just full play? Is that the entire description right now?
Do you have a helmet on?
That's the question, right?
Philo,
What?
is your face covered with the helmet? You can only see the helmet, right?
No, I don't think so. I have it with me, but like it's not.
Ah, okay.
Could you describe your character?
Yes.
Or
I'm about 30 to 35 years old. I'm on the taller side, but pretty average height. I got light olive skin and like very dark shadows under my eyes, and have longish black hair. But I basically look like from my build, I look muscular and have a very scrawny face.
It's hard to make out details on John given the heavy armor that he has on, but you can tell the armor's a bit oversized for him, maybe
Mhm.
not built for him. He's got a pale complexion, dark spots under his eyes. He doesn't look like he sleeps well. um, Beyond that, there is a sense of mediocrity about him. If you saw this guy without the armor, you'd probably pass him up as just a typical peasant. Besides that, by the way he moves in the armor, you assume that he's semi well built, probably on the lean side.
Hmm.
As he makes his way over and he gives a look over to Ares, looks a slight look of concern and confirmation that Ace is doing all right over here.
Yeah. Ares is telling to sit next to them. Like waving you over.
Slowly, with some reluctance, he does so. New friend?
Depends. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
A new friend, perhaps.
Concern, as you immense concern. Where'd you come from?
I look around and my eyes twitches a bit. From the woods out there.
Slowly nodding along with your answer. And this kind of gets one more look at you. All right. He looks back at the center of the group. As this kind of group just awkwardly sits together.
Yeah. Also, around this time, Nadia just kind of walks away from the group,
Yeah.
seemingly holding dearly the bag of ashes in her hands. Anyway, but besides that, you see a familiar.
So, okay, I just have some small thing I want to hear. Ares turns to John. This was the reason I called John over.
Hmm.
And as you see, Air seems to have like struggle between whether to smile or frown, and with a bit weaker tone, it says, "We might be able to bring Scree back." Nadia said that maybe she could do something.
And this is a moment of contemplation. And it kind of just he nods along with it, but you can tell there's some doubt in his mind about that. He hears what you're saying, and he doesn't believe you're lying. But you can tell he's skeptical of such weird, janky magics.
I would like to bring attention to one particular person. Vess,
Yes.
can you roll me d20? Oh my god.
First roll of the character.
Mm, or the very last roll.
Holy
Okay.
shit. Can you roll me 3d12?
Half another one.
Oh, it's 992.
Oh my god. Okay, the music flared up all of a sudden. So, as you're having this conversation by the campfire, and everything goes silent for a good minute, trying to figure out what to do, all of a sudden, by the longhouse, there are the two massive white panthers, you know, the aspects of death that Torot tamed. They've been just chilling by the longhouse. But all of a sudden, they seem to be agitated by something. As they start to fight between each other. As moments pass, the two felines seem to be going toe to toe for something. As all of a sudden, you realize that the bigger one has this massive brown satchel, almost like a sleeping bag. As all of a sudden, the smaller one, the female, almost with a swipe, just cuts it mid swing, and the leathery bag just goes straight towards your location, just like just fucking out of the momentum, swings by, crashes in like 20 feet in front of you, and starts to roll to you additional 10 feet. You take 20 bludgeoning damage, Vess, as all of a sudden, from from unconsciousness to pain, to even more pain, you all of a sudden like feel like maybe it's time to wake up. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden your entire body goes all over the place, then free falls, then it crashes down and starts to roll with all of your items in tow and quite a bit of pain. Would you like to describe what basically they see as 10 feet away from them? There's now a bag with a lizard akin them peeking out.
You see within the bag a large lizard-full person. You aren't sure yet of their of anything else. They seem to have grayscale, some scars across the body, and next to them is what looks like a great axe adorned with a skull and made out of bones. And some iron, of course, because sharpness. They open their green eyes at you and then look at you. And considering they're kind of beat up, they try to get up as soon as possible and tear out the bag.
Just roll me a strength check. Let's see how well you can do it.
Oh, Let's see. Let's see if the dice like me. The dice are okay with me.
Yeah, takes you like 2 grips and a pull, and the bag rips open. And then you realize something. Most of your body is covered with bandages. Some of them are currently leaking out fresh blood. There are clothing that you possess, but they're not on you, as most of your body is covered in bandage.
Okay.
We see this.
You see a semi-nude lizard folk all of a sudden rip apart the bag she was in, and she kind of looks down, and you see about 3/5 of her body that are like, she almost like head to toe covered in bandages. 3/5 of that area that is supposed to be white and this kind of yellowish gray is now slow but surely turning into bright, viscous red.
Yeah. Eris is simply like on the verge of holding back tears.
Oh my god!
Turning to this is it called? Do you want some healing?
You see her breathing slowly and heavily. Then she turns her gaze to you, Ares. That would be most fortunate to have.
Eris knows and summons with my magic a small seems like a small fox-like creature made out of magical energy, and I use healing spirit.
How much are you gonna heal?
Yeah, it continuously heals them for an entire minute.
Oh.
How
The
much?
frostbite, like runs up to frostbite like runs up to you and like stands on your shoulder. It is, let's see, 1d6 times 10.
Okay, so roll me d6. Let's see how much HP.
Yeah, because it's considered after 1 minute, and it's 1d6 per. But let's see. I think it also has a maximum number it can heal. Number stuff it got 1 sarcasm with modifier. Let's say I have 18. That is 4 plus 5, so 5d6 damage it heals.
How much?
5d6. Which are 5d6. 20.
20. Hey, you're back in half.
Congratulations, you just undid the damage I took.
Yeah, the bandages with the clearly visible red markings that are spreading stops. And well, this is alive.
She seems to be gaining her composure. They might have almost tried to do something. You're not sure what yet. I'll give you a hint. But yeah, I'll give you a hint. She was about to rage just in case.
Are you hungry?
Mm. Mm. It's been how long have I eaten? I haven't eaten. I do not know. Something would be nice.
Ares pulls out a small berry from his pocket. And reaches his arm out towards you.
She looks at the berry and then gently reaches out and takes it. It is not meat, but it will do.
By the way,
And
this
she
one,
just eats the berry.
by the way, this one is a good berry that tastes like coffee.
Coffee.
Oh no! She eats the berry and knows the taste of coffee, which is a sensation she hasn't experienced before.
Can you roll me con save?
Oh, back. Oh, okay. We're going to con now. 15.
It is unusual, and it literally feels like you just gotten served dirt. But it's not as bland as dirt, but it is like dirt, but it is not as bad as dirt.
She just sighs and looks a bit, kind of a bit annoyed at the taste. And then she just plainly states, "This tastes awful, like eating dirt."
Yeah, and Aris nods. I know.
She takes another deep breath and checks around and sees her stuff in the bag. Starts grabbing it first. Clearly not caring that she's in the buff. She just checks if her stuff is alright.
It is alright, Eri. Well, like your lever, your axe, your boots, your ring, and your little pendant are all there. Everything else is gone.
She doesn't seem too annoyed by this. And she just starts putting on most of her stuff. But, taking her time, not caring where she is, who's looking.
Okay, while that is happening, I'm just I'm taking a few steps back, just staring at that new creature, just pointing my finger at it and screaming, "What the hell are you?"
The creature slowly turns to Theo and looks at him, then picks up her great axe and holds it over her shoulder, looking at him. "I am Vess of the Sabertooths."
It
John's
doesn't
just
really
eating
answer my
bread.
question.
You can roll me a history check if you want, Theodore. Roll me a history check.
Okay.
As this kind of goes on, John is just in between the two, eating bread. Just looking to both.
I do just like the fact that Ares is like almost on the edge of just crying, and I don't know if because he's sad because Creed died, or because there is now a buff lady in front of him. Not again.
Not quite that reason. It's more he's sad and hopeful at the same time. Hopeful that for Scream.
At the same time, a bit scared of Vess.
I mean, West looks like Lisa. That doesn't look like a scary woman, barbarian.
Mhm.
At least yet.
So, Sophie rolled an 8 in history. I'm guessing they don't know anything.
There's a person.
I know she doesn't get, you don't get a clue what the fuck it is. It's a giant humanoid lizard. My god.
Ares like wipes one tear from one of his eyes and goes like, "I'm Ares."
First turns her attention back to Ares.
Thank you, Ares, for the recovery of my wounds.
That's what I'm good at.
Then she turns her attention back to Theo, who seemed, still a bit freaked out, if I'm correct.
Yes.
And you, Armored One, who might you be? A challenge? Or a friend?
There's actually two full metal people. One of gray armor, one of black armor.
Yeah, at that statement, yeah, just John like scoots his log back a bit.
I'm just looking at her and being like, I don't know yet. Just breathing heavily, staring at the creature.
Man, I just made a PvP situation so easy.
How far is Theo away from me, just in case?
Oh, Theo is far. About 15 feet. 20 tops.
Oh!
With this info in mind, and my insight on the growingly hostile situation, I whack out the most pro gamer move I could possibly think out. I take out 2 small loaves of bread and walk over to Sophie. Sorry,
Theo.
Theo.
Fine.
I hand 1 piece of bread to Theo. I walk over to the lizard. I hand 1 piece over there, and I walk back to my log. Mission accomplished. You are now both holding pieces of bread. It is good bread.
I'm looking at the creature and seeing if they accept the bread.
They've accepted the bread
But I'm no longer hungry.
and put down their great axe.
Have to be hungry. It's peace offering bread.
But just in case, they hold out their finger and draw what looks like some sort of sigil in the air. And I just casted Blade Ward just in case. It's a cantrip. And then she takes a piece of the bread and eats it.
Okay, I remember my breathing starts to normalize, and I'm nodding and saying, "People who can enjoy bread can be my friends," and I'm starting to eat the bread. Thanks for that.
It is good bread, just to clarify.
It is a good bread.
What kind of bread? What kind of bread? Like, what's the taste? What's in there?
Which bread is it? Come on, tell me.
Given that time hasn't passed, that means that bread's still good. So, you have it, and you realize this is less of a bread and almost like a meaty cake. Really weird to describe. It has a sweetness to it, but it's weird in the fashion that that while it has, for the most part, the texture of kind of slightly tougher bread, there is a tangible sense of, how would you describe it, Rex?
It is meaty. It is a bit sweet, but also salty. It is savory. It has almost the consistency of a sausage.
Well, then you see Fez truly enjoying it because meat good.
I'm just like truly focused on eating this bread.
It is good. There is no problem. That's
Diplomacy 1,000.
now eat bread. What do you mean eat bread? Eat bread. Eyes glow.
Yeah, like if any of you could put down the bread, you suddenly your hand's missing.
And the bread politics.
The bread politics, because John Mundane very much sees a situation like if you can't eat and enjoy bread, then there is something wrong with you, and you should either be pitied or hated.
Holy shit! It better hurt.
Eat bad.
Eat. Hold up. Yeah, he watches your reactions to the bread, and he kind of just nods in satisfaction with your reactions. And then he continues eating his own.
Naturally, Vess is going to speak up.
So, where is this?
Hmm?
What do you mean?
She repeats.
Where is this? This.
And she points down to the ground, pretty much pointing to be a location. Seems to be a bit groggy.
Well, I don't really know. We are here.
Kind of looks.
Where is here?
I don't know where you are. You're standing like 20 feet away from us.
At this point, seeing these guys go back and forth, can I make a perception check to see if I can see our good old sorcerer around?
I would say you don't see him because he's not there.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, I know.
And the chieftain isn't here either.
You can see the panthers.
Yeah, the panthers were fighting and then they stopped. And everybody's kind of fucking petrified because the tiger just went on the panthers went on their own.
Maybe they're
Oh.
hungry. Maybe they're hungry. I think Ares will go up to them. Ares stands up. And starts walking towards the panthers.
Or I just ignore. Okay, I'm gonna ask John where we are then. John, that's me. Hold up. Hold up. I'm asking Bob. He's not materialized. No one can see Bob.
Yes.
Ask him the very obvious question. Where are we? Sean realizes he doesn't know where we are either. It's like he just knows we're somewhere up north.
Bob replies to, "We are here."
He nods.
Of all times that you need Scree.
You see John look out to the distance, as if he's consulting some deity. Look, nods, looks back to you. Up north.
Oh, you actually said up north. You see Vess thinking for a moment. North.
Yes, I was heading north. Where was it? Where was... Yes. Yes, that's where I was going. Mudweb. That was my destination.
No alligators could talk.
Technically, everybody can roll history check.
No, I know my character. He doesn't know what this is.
And I'm not there. I'm walking away.
I know.
Mine definitely has never seen one.
I grew up in fields, not swampy areas.
Uh, I'll maybe roll because I'm Ace is currently like maybe walking past this at this point.
Nobody's gonna roll. Everybody realizes how lost they are.
Exactly.
Man, just this, like, I imagine everybody's by a camper realizing nobody knows where they're from. Like, everyone knows where they're from, but they don't know where they are or how to get back. They're just here. Stuck.
Yeah. And
I'm
like,
just
right as Aries like passes where West is standing, he turns back to the party and says, "I'll go see if the aspects are hungry."
Yeah, aspects.
Aspects.
Vaguely threatening.
And then he continues walking towards the Panthers.
Uh-huh.
I'm just looking at Wes and just saying, you went north. I'm pretty sure I went west, and still we ended up at the same place. How is that even possible?
West. Which means you came from east. From the deserts?
No, no. I've never seen deserts before. I'm sure of it.
You guys fall in a hole?
Best not to that.
That's happened to me before.
Earth
Never.
tried to swallow me. Swallowed enemy strife before that. Then, when near Mudpit Web, so too did I get swallowed by the earth. And yet I am here.
I'm surprised you didn't end up in a Underdark.
You can see Theo just taking out a little book and a pen and writing down, "Earth that swallows people."
Okay, you give me a second. I'll be right back. You continue on. This is hilarious. You're like, man, we're fucked.
Yep. At this point, John's like just finishing the bread.
Okay, but because at this point you're gonna get pointed at.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, the best points towards you, John.
Bread man. Who's thou?
Bread man. Kind of looks up at you, and you, out of character, you know what John looks like.
Yeah, I know, John. You don't have to describe him again.
He has a blank. He has a blank expression on his face as he looks into your intentions and realizes that they are just that, and he just like, John.
John. Common human name. I see.
Batman.
So, can all of the alligators speak where you're from?
Lizard.
Folk. Yes, we all speak. We of the saber tooth claim the valley of the south here. Yet threats from the north kept coming. I came here to learn why. And when the Empire sent their messenger, we went to Mudweb. Then the earth swallowed us until we arrived here.
We?
Yes.
There was the messenger.
Best looks around for a moment,
Yeah,
trying to find
Yeah, he looks around as
their
well.
their messenger, but they're probably not here, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. I
So-
feel like you could have mentioned it by now.
Her name is Anna. I believe they were half something.
a very strange, like lizard folk name.
Anna was
More human. Half, 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 half. Half orc. Yes.
His eyes kind of go slightly wider at that statement, and kind of like,
I don't even want to know how that even happened.
John nods in agreement.
It has happened before. When the tribe were fighting giants from the north. The earth swallowed them, not us. This time, near Mudweb, it swallowed us.
I'm just
It's good.
wide-eyed at that whole statement. Everything you're saying, I'm just staring.
Was it a signal? Proof? I do not know.
That's
That's the music
don't worry
bot.
about
I heard
What?
follow the music bot.
that.
I simply followed the signals and came here. And now I live here. And, or, no.
She goes back to thinking.
So, John slowly turns over to the non-lizard creature. Why
That's
you
you, Theo.
Yes.
He's asking you. He's
Sorry,
asking you, what are you doing here?
Ah. Sorry, my Discord just cut out. So
All good.
That's fine.
I what am I doing here? I think I needed to get away from where I was my whole life to see different people, different things. And I think I've accomplished that today.
So you going home tomorrow then? That's very cool.
I
Bot's
can never
back.
go home again.
Yep. So am I.
That's sad.
There's no place for me there.
So,
That's kind of
in the awkwardness.
the awkwardness.
Yeah.
The understatement of the century.
Yeah, I left you with the awkwardness. Are the kittens hungry? That's what I want to know.
Oh no.
Animal handling.
Don't mess this up, Aries.
I like the
Don't mess this
fact. I
up.
like the fact. Literal aspects of death. You prefer to feed them than actually talk to women.
To be fair, if you know Fest, it might be slightly safer.
When?
Woo!
Wait. I didn't know the second one. Why did the second one appear after the first one? Strange. It was 26.
Give a second. Here you go.
How did it post the results before I posted them? Okay, anyway, that was a question before.
I just
Speed
need,
run.
I guess I need to remind how the creature, this little critter looks. Gonna tend to.
Little.
You see a little creature, a little fella, a little cat, nothing too serious. That could probably eat you if it opens its jaw wide enough hole.
We know each other from way back.
Good way.
in reality less than 3 weeks ago. So, as you approach the two Pampers who had like a scuffle between each other, wounding each other in the process, not severely, but plentifully enough. Can you roll me an insight check?
Sure.
You're like, here, kitty, 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 feeding time.
I can talk them. I know they can speak.
I know. They seem to have had a conversation of sorts between each other. Both of them furious at each other for some fucking reason. But it kind of quieted down and stopped almost immediately as you were within earshot. You have no clue what the speech was about. But as you offered these mighty and proud creatures food, there is clear hatred directed at you as you no doubt are getting offended as you think that they cannot hunt for themselves.
No, I want more before I actually hand over food. I want to ask them a question before.
Well, too bad. You can ask the question after.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have probably did first that, then be like, hey, kitty, you want some food?
That's not your decision, okay? But sure.
Despite your
Yeah, I'll let you walk up
despite their discontent and quite hateful there at you, they agree to your inquiry for food. Both of them haven't eaten in a bit, actually. So, what is the question would you like to ask?
Well, the first question I asked them is about the food, and asked them, well, would you prefer I found some meat for you, or do you want to eat good berries?
The bigger one just goes meat.
Hmm? Is everything all right between the two of you?
Almost instinctually, both of them go, yes.
Okay, good then. It worries me when you fight. I will go back and bring me some food.
I nod.
And then I go to the kitchen area and find some meat.
There's plenty of meat of slain boars, elk, and some other creatures that have been basically left as slabs of meat that you don't really recognize.
I think long and hard about whether they would prefer raw meat or cooked meat. Would I have any kind of inclination to know if they prefer cooked meat?
Passive insight. Raw meat.
Yeah, raw meat. Then I will prepare some larger slices of raw meat that looks healthy, good at least. Maybe find a tray, place them on a tray, and go over to them.
Okay, as you're feeding these overgrown cats, that's at least how they perceive you perceiving them. What is everybody else doing?
Right. I think Vess is gonna look around the place trying to find out more about her own location. She's just looking around the camp.
Nature and perception.
Huh. Neat. Nature and perception, okay.
That's nature or perception?
No, that's the last one's nature. The first one's perception. Other way around. So
Well,
nature 7, perception 23.
like stated before, you never ever seen so much green in your fucking life. This is as much as I see in one direction. That's basically how much trees you have seen in your entire life before. The valley that you've been settled in has a handful of trees, but only a handful. While this, has dozens, hundreds, thousands. And you don't have any remarks of where you are because you don't know of the world. Clearly, this is less of the civilized world that you think of, more of a your fellow tribes people. But they're not lizard folk. No, they're human. They don't have scales, they have skin. And it's kinda odd.
So
Alike, yet so different.
she just looks around more. Yes.
Similar to home. Yet more trees, more green, and humans.
Seems rather confused about her situation, but also in touch with it. It's kind of hard to gauge her completely.
I kind of, at this point, I finished my bread, and I'm kind of getting up from my seat and looking around. I'm guessing that the chief and good old sorcerer are still out of sight.
Well,
So-
you can see the Pam first. You don't know where the chief is. It didn't show up.
Yeah, so I am going to, at this point, ask Bob in my head, where's the chief?
It seems to be. There's a split second that you realize as you ask that question. All of a sudden, slowly but surely, not slowly, but almost immediately, manifests next to you.
Oh, I think I see that. I see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bob manifests into his form.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of like and I for a moment there, like, oh, I threw the cloak over him.
Yeah, Vess is raising her axe just in case.
Oh my god, it just this like glow manifests, right? This spiky.
Yeah, it just looked like a
yeah, and all of a sudden like, oh yeah, fuck. He just throws over a towel over it, just like,
Yep.
that's
Basically.
better. That's better.
He nods in impressed nod with his own ingenuity. And
Oh, man, his own ingenuity.
and awaits.
Ah, boy. Oh, man. Man. So, after some scanning, he comes to the conclusion, staring at the hut, the large longhouse that has been recently built, that he is sleeping.
And you guys see as this like flying cape with like a glowing something inside of it kind of just poofs as the cape just kind of falls back to the ground and he picks it back up. Chief's
So
sleeping
wait,
right now.
Wait, John.
Yeah, go on.
Is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
glowing fin covered by a cloak like it's floating?
Yes, it's like a ghost orb. Think of like
Yeah.
a cartoon ghost.
What does the spirit want?
Bob said the chief is sleeping.
You see Vest just
It's Sophie giving any
staring at
reaction.
you. Just staring at you in some sort of disbelief.
John seems to notice that, and he seems uncomfortable with the idea that you.
What now?
It's like,
I like this I like this awkwardness as everybody's like, what now?
Same. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk closer to John.
Sean seems uncomfortable. It's slowly walking back, but you're making much more ground than he is.
Yeah, she is faster than you. Don't worry.
No, it's like he's like going full force speed. He's just like takes like 5 feet, like 5
Oh
foot back.
no.
Great concern.
I know exactly the way you walk up to John.
Here it comes.
Anyway.
So you are a spirit caller too. The shaman of this tribe.
There is a moment of pure internal panic as he looks, as he like maintains eye contact. And 1 second, let me just wait. And he thinks to himself for a moment. Sure. Slowly nods.
Are you trying to deceive them? Like,
You can tell, like, you don't have to roll for this. You can tell that he's not being 100% honest, but he is not lying.
I'm just gonna roll
And
for
the
it because
term-
it's funny. Let's see how dumb Vess is.
Not dumb at all.
20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
okay.
something. Might as well have been a spirit. Who knows, really? But you have a feeling the tribe doesn't officially acknowledge him as that.
Strange. You're not sure, but Vess just turns their back to you and just steps back to look for a place to sit down.
More of the tribe baker than anything else. This bumbles to himself.
Thinking, she probably didn't. Yeah, I think she heard that. She heard that. Passive perception is 20, by the way.
Smiley face, very spicy. I look over. Is Theo giving any reaction to that, or he's kind of just
Actually, I'm what I'm doing right now is I'm sitting somewhere, having my book open. I was trying to make like rough sketches of the new people I've met and noting down their names and what colors they like. So I did not notice anything that happened around me.
Let's go undetected operations.
And right now I'm just calling out, Bess, can you see Collar?
Vess just sits down and looks at Theo. Yes,
I can.
Then I have to ask you this one question. What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Did you just say yellow?
Yes.
I'm tensing up a bit and noting that down in my book. Not saying anything.
It reminds me of my home.
I'm noting that down too.
He's noting down the village to burn later. With that said, I'm gonna look over. Is Ares still in one piece, or is or has he been eaten at this point?
No, he just presents a tape. He presents a shit ton of meat. You know that meme of that overlord receiving a sword?
Yes.
That one guy who's like kneeling over with a sword while there's a guy with glowing green eyes just standing over ominously. That's basically Ares kneeling down with a plate of food, and these two massive fucking pampers just looking down.
And then it goes, should I get a second plate maybe?
Found it. Give me a second. I found the image. There you go. There it is. This is the image.
I was contemplating if you should have split up to 2 different plates instead of 1.
They fucking devour that plate. And the plate is made of wood, so you realize, so as you're like, they're not like grabbing off it, they just grab the plate and they crack the wood and just eat it all.
Yeah, and Ares smiles. And looks happy.
Mm.
And then he said, yeah, goodbye then. See you for so long. And then he walks back.
Hmm. See.
And he's currently a bit more collected. Regained some semblance of self-control now. As he,
Are you returning to the group now, Ares?
yeah, he's trying to regroup now.
Yeah. John kind of waves you over to his log.
Yeah, have you been talking a lot? Mm. He looks around it. Everyone here.
I nod. They seem to be lost.
Oh no, that's not very good.
And I notice something, and I think for myself, and there's like a moment of questioning in his face as he realizes something very important. He looks over at Theo. You see a glare, an intense interrogation with his eyes as he asks, "What's your favorite color?"
Ooh. Ooh.
Bum bum bum.
That is a good question.
Okay, so I'm looking back at him, and my smile just goes away. I have blank face. Just call me, ask. What makes you think you can ask me that? And like tears start to form in his eyes.
That is so good.
And okay, and then in John's mind, he's like, fuck. But it's like, no, you have another voice in his head. No, you have to commit to this. The glare sterns. It looks at you. Asked me mine.
And I'm just the anger in my face just goes to sadness, and I'm just like, it's green. He just wipes away his tears and looks in his book again.
He nods, and then he puts on his helmet, and you can't see it. But his face immediately goes, "Ooh." As he realized that was bad. He did not know what direction that was going in. And he looks over at Darius.
I think green's beautiful.
Thank you.
I do like the fact that this is just like just man.
Yeah.
We are surrounded by luscious green. Green as far as the eye can see.
Maybe that's why I'm starting to trust you all.
There's a moment of real confusion on his face at that statement. This is trust? Again,
Do you want to know what distrust looks like?
no, he did not say that out loud. You just noticed a shift in his armor. He is very much scared of Theo right now. Including the only person he isn't scared of right now is the person sitting right next to him here. But
Oh, I can make you scared of me.
shut. Don't make me call Bob. Yeah, and he kind of leans in close to your ears. We do now.
Have you eaten?
He nods.
Maybe we can sing a song.
I can't sing.
I can sing.
Alright, you sing. You see these two discussing something. It looks very suspicious. They're probably talking about how they're doubting your intentions and
Can
how
I
they're
hear
planning on
that?
betraying you. No. I don't
If
know
you
how
want-
good you're passive. I'm playing this up. It's a joke.
I know, but can I hear that
Mhm.
whispering? I just want to know.
That's
We
up to
are-
Raxus at this point, I guess.
You have a perception of 20, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's-
hear that?
You can't hide things from this.
Oh no.
Basically, to put in perspective what Vess is, imagine like our average deer that can hear like a crunch of a branch 200 meters away, but Vess actually can use it practically.
Yeah.
And John is completely unaware
So-
of this as he
So
continues to
Vess
whisper things.
technically, now to freak you out, technically Vess at all time in the camp knows who's shitting.
Yep.
I think she's probably used to that by now.
Yeah, and then Eris will also continue to whisper, or maybe we can play hide and seek.
He kind of thinks for a second. I can't
He's-
hide.
This woman is staring at you.
It's about the experience.
Okay. Wait, that's not fair. You could transform into animals. You're way better at hiding.
I promise to not turn into animals.
This speaks up.
A test of strength.
He kind of stiffens his pose and looks back. Looks back at her.
Oh no, that's boring.
Wait, how about you can transform into an animal, and then we do strength of test.
Can't we just hide?
It's literally the two kind of looks over, looks back. I think we should play their game first.
Couldn't we hide first and then do their game?
Yeah, they get mad at us.
Yeah, it looks over his shoulder to the vest. But they look friendly.
He shakes his head. Not friendly. Not friendly.
What?
I just like her just looking at the. She's still staring at these two,
Yeah, you can hear all
then
of
just-
this.
and then walks up to them, and then gets up and walks up to them.
It is a simple contest of strength. It builds trust among the tribe.
But if we play hide and seek, and now Eris turns toward Vess as well, maybe you can learn about the settlement, so we can, not lost anymore.
Bess just doesn't care. She just walks up to a. Probably there's a stump nearby.
I would like everybody to roll me a perception check while this is happening. I'm gonna go and just go to another room and just slap for a bit.
Nice roll, John.
Thank you.
What were you rolling? What?
Perception.
Everyone.
Everybody, okay, hold on.
I feel bad. A test of strength with everyone here being a strength-based character except.
Vess is not as strength-based as you think she is, you know.
Oh.
Deception.
I just. You'd be surprised. For a barbarian, she doesn't have the highest strength.
Look, she's not a typical barbarian.
No, she's
We'll
not.
learn more about that as time goes on.
Oh no, she's not. But she's still hilarious. She's still strong.
No,
She's still
this is my
decently strong.
character so far. Alright,
Holy shit.
my Bob pokes me on the shoulder.
He just just gives a whistle and pokes him in the shoulder and just points.
It's still as a ghost at this point, disguised as a ghost.
He's always with me though. Spiritually, at
So, give me a second. Oh boy. Okay. So, none of you except for my boy John, from the north, in the sky that is semi-cloudy. You know, any probably assume if more clouds gather up, there might be rain. It rained before a few days ago. You see a black mark, a dot in the sky, in the blue clear sky, occasionally obstructed by these white clouds. You realize that black dot up in the sky, not above you, but to the north and a bit, it has wings. And it's just flying.
I'm looking around for the
John,
nearest.
can you
small
roll
rock.
me a wisdom saving throw?
Pain.
As all of a sudden the
Ah.
urge in your right hand,
Oh, hold up.
as
Hold up.
you feel your hand trembling, your muscle spasms. You want the bell in your hands.
Oh no.
Alright, one moment. Just double. Okay, good. Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
My wisdom saving throws aren't great.
Uh-oh.
Does that fail?
Where's the bell?
Alright, no, sorry, Indomitable first.
That
Let's see. That's a fighter ability. Sorry.
still.
Alright, 16 still under.
Where's the
Clarify.
bell? Oh, you lucky.
Yeah,
I have the bell.
Papa
Yeah,
lucky.
I have the bell.
Okay, sorry that's not really. But he has the bell in the bag of holding. I think I know where it is. That's where I think it is, at least. If it's not there, then he doesn't know where it is. Alright.
Yeah, what's you gonna roll lucky or no?
No, I don't think that'll help. It would have to be one hell of a roll at this point. But
You really wanted to like, hey, lucky. Like,
Mine
I know what you re-roll lucky for. Don't act like not calling down a dragon is just like, hey, chance. Okay,
called it.
nice,
Hold
good.
it.
So you realize your hand purposely looking for the bell, and it grabs the bag of holding that has it. You can warn everybody else that what's happened. Yeah. You realize
first-
that your hand is like purposely trying to get the item.
Yeah.
All right. So
that-
first, as
that-
I kind of figure out what's going on, I'm going to yell, "Bob, help!"
You look at the Bob as he manifests, not without your command, and you see its eyes. Its eye red. You realize you're against the bot at this very moment, so
yeah. Currently, Ares is holding the bag of holding because he carries it.
All right. So
And he
first,
asks, what are you looking for?
I don't think I have a choice in this. I don't think I have a choice in this.
no.
So,
Your hand,
physically speaking,
your hand is looking.
contested strength. Contested strength check for the bag of holding.
What?
Huh?
Well, if my character's being forced to go and grab for it.
It doesn't
about
know
you-
where it is. That's the thing. Because you don't
Alright.
know where it is. You just. It's looking through your stuff now. You're
My hands are just-
basically your right hand from shoulder down is numb. You don't feel
Okay,
anything.
okay, I
You
understand that.
It feels like you lost your hand. Just something is pulling on your shoulder, and it's something alien is touching your body, looking for your
Alright.
pockets and your bags. Your body is still in control.
All right. Yeah. At this point, I'm gonna walk away, trying to not make a scene. It's like I search through my items, making it try to look somewhat intentional. Start walking away. Colin, is this you?
It must die.
Cool. I'm not really good at killing. He looks up at it. He's like, you can very much tell he wants to, like, yeah, no, if you could see inside his head, he wants to kill the dragon, but he does not believe he can do it. Oh. Is it like the hand searching through his stuff, wriggling around in his arm?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's questioning.
Where are you? I'm questioning. Where are you going?
I'm not okay. You could decide that. I'm walking off in a random direction.
Roll
just
me
away
a
from people.
d8.
Yeah, anywhere away from people, and you can decide where that ends up.
Sick.
Man, you're like, fuck, where to go? You go into the mountain. Just walk
Yeah,
inside.
just see him walking away. No real exploration.
You basically see as John also just casually walks away, his right hand just sporadically looking for anything, and he tries to look like, yeah, everything is fine. I'm just looking for something.
I want to insight this.
All right, against my deception, I guess,
Yeah.
because I am actively trying to lie. I guess.
Let's be stupid.
I mean, I'm going to act in
All right, yep.
human-like manner.
Perfectly normal.
Perfectly, absolutely without a problem. Everything is.
Everything is perfectly normal. This is just how John Mundane is.
Maybe I want to make some bread again.
Maybe just
Maybe. With that said, I'm asking Paul, how do we kill a dragon like that? I can't kill a dragon like that, can you?
There's no answer, but the fury is there. Can you just roll me another wisdom save?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
At this point, it's just
This is just bullying. I'm getting bullied by my boy.
power comes greater responsibility.
Truly. All right.
And you feel a sensation in your mind, like all of a sudden your brain, your head inside of it gains great pressure. Your head feels slight way, and your vision spins as all of a sudden you see two glaring golden eyes in front of you, as if a reflection in a mirror, as you see them glare at you. And you see in those eyes your own reflection. Where is it?
And at this point, that the fear of Fallen has kind of outweighed the fear of the dragon at this point. And now he's just absolutely terrified. And with the last of his rationale, he asks, he says, "If you can get me in its mouth, I'll pull the bell." As he remembers the piece of advice given to him in the realm where you originally claimed the bell. Is there any response to this?
Wait, so what do you
I asked, "Can you get me in its mouth?" And if so, I will ring that bell. As he
Oh my god!
he remembers the piece of advice
Roll
given to him.
me a 4D100.
Yeah.
1990.
Wow, the dice love you.
Oh my fucking god. Man. Question for everyone, because you're basically sitting in the same place, just like kind of awkward, like, yeah, well, nice photo we having, right? As
Like John ran away quickly, like maybe he needed to go to the toilet or something.
yeah.
For all of us knows, he's talking with spirit because, well, he might not be the shaman, but he's clearly talking with spirits.
Yeah, spirits. Yep. I'm a spirit talker. No.
Okay.
Great stuff.
Right. Yep. Right.
Okay. All of a sudden, the eyes glare back at you. You see, can you roll me a perception with disadvantage?
Got it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put one. There we go. I'm going to lucky that, and I choose a nat 20.
What do you mean?
That's not how lucky works.
Yeah, that's not how.
That's what House explained it to me. That you could pick out of the rolls you actually rolled up. So I could roll another one, for instance, like this. I'm minimum 18 there, but I was told like you get to pick out of the dice you had rolled. If that's not true, I'll double check that. But 18, we'll assume 18, and we can correct ourselves later.
Check.
If that's the case. Let's see.
It's a difference between raw and right.
Wait. Rolled.
Yeah, it says which.
You can spin
That's up to
one.
interpretation. That's up to you, DM. It can be interpreted that way. It can be interpreted the other way. I can give you the quote line it's referring to if you want.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, 3 lucky points whenever you make an attack roll, ability check, saving throw. You can spend lucky points to roll additional d20. You can choose to spend one of the luck points after you roll a dime, but before the outcome is determined. You choose which of the d20s is used for. No, it's basically if it's with disadvantage, you know, you get the disadvantage roll, but then you can lucky and basically get another chance at that disadvantage roll.
I can see it interpreted that way. DM call, you go for it.
Because then lucky would be just literally just a counter to any disadvantage roll.
Mhm.
It
Anyway,
is lucky. Go on.
it is
yeah,
not,
yeah, no, it's
it
fine.
is lucky, but it is not that
Not
lucky.
that lucky.
Exactly.
Alright, fair enough. Go for it. 18. Either way, I
Oh.
don't want to.
Roll me a Constitution and an Intelligence saving throw, as I'm gonna describe the following thing to you, my boy.
Oh
John.
no!
You
Alright.
see almost as the eyes glare at you, there's a pause as he seems, whatever the creature you're possessed by seems to think for a bit, and then you see as if a moment of the mirror becomes clear, and you see a human, pale skin, not of snow, but more like a white sand. No facial or hair features. Seemingly in his 30s by the looks of it. Okay, let's see. And 8, 16, okay. As all of a sudden he thinks, and then his glare becomes aggressive as he stares you down, and all of a sudden you feel a gut of your own gut getting punctured by something, as if a sudden sharp rod from inside out just punctures something, and you feel pain as you get on your knees, and you feel something leaking inside of you. You're still conscious, you're still there.
Okay.
But it proclaims one thing to you before the eyes fade away. Climb the mountain.
Alright. With that said, there is eminent terror and determination in John's mind and soul at this point. So I'm going to full sprint. I'm gonna dash over to Ares. Ares,
Yeah.
need the bag. Puts out his hand.
The bag?
Nods.
Sure. What do you want?
I need an item from the bag. I'll give it back to you soon. Promise.
Okay then.
He takes the bag, and I'm going to run straight for the mountain and start climbing.
Yeah, so roll me three athletics checks. Also,
Got
Theodore, Vess, awkwardly chilling, enjoying the morning, and then all of a sudden, Ares, holding his gut, just runs up, asks for a bag, and starts rapidly climbing this, what seems to be almost like half a mile tall mountain.
Did we see him climb the mountain?
Yeah, you climbed it
Yeah,
before.
it's not hidden.
It's the same hall of that mountain that he climbed before.
That's
All
good.
right, we got a nat 20, 16, and a nat 1.
You have one lucky?
I do have one lucky.
I was gonna
I want
say,
to turn in.
huh?
Well, he's starting to climb. Okay.
Yeah. As that happens, Ares wants to turn into a bird.
Before that,
Yeah.
Ves shouts to Ares.
Ares,
Yeah.
here.
And she's gonna grab you for a moment.
Okay, wait.
And bolstering magic. As an action, you can touch one creature, which can be yourself, and confer one of the following benefits. And I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna roll D3. And comes. You regain one level spell slot.
One level of spell slots.
Yeah.
Like first level or.
First level. One first level spell slot.
That's actually very good. Because I was missing one level first spell.
I know.
Okay, so a question, Araxis. I have a question. Do you do critical failures on ability checks?
Go.
Yes.
All right, then it will be lucky. 15 isn't bad, but if a nat 1 makes it not matter, then
It is.
we will take the.
Let's
I'm not falling from the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my luck used.
Man.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Aris, you can go.
Let's go.
so
Yeah.
question for everybody as John is basically all of a sudden like his life depends starts climbing the mountain with a bag. Is there anybody else that would like to accompany him or just, do something equivalent?
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
want to follow him.
Same.
Me too.
And Iris is a little worried at this point. And says, we don't usually climb the mountain. We don't really have anything up there. Could the two of you come with me to look up what might have happened to him? What?
Chris just nods, putting the axe over her shoulder, and walks towards the mountain
I
with a
think
brisk pace.
I think we can get there faster if we fly there. And Iris is going to conjure animals to summon.
What do you mean fly?
Iris is going to summon giant eagles.
That works.
I just need to see what level they are. I believe they are 1 or 2. Chance rating 1, which means I can summon 3. No, 2 of them. I can summon 2 of them.
Man.
So yeah, Eris, you see him perform some kind of. It seems to like whisper something to nature, in this strange language, and out of a burst of vegetation appears 2 giant, massive eagles that seem to be animal-like, but have some fey-like quality. They have like some leaf stuck to their feathers.
Best does not question this and just gets on the eagle.
Yeah. Do you want to jump up as well? Just to Theo.
Theo just stares at the eagle and just says, "Well, that's another weird thing for today." And just starts climbing on the eagle as well.
Yeah. And then Ares commands the eagle to fly towards the mountain as he turns into a bird himself and flies after him.
Oh boy.
And we all ascend to the summit.
Oh no.
At least I did.
Yes, go on.
Nah, I was like, oh, there goes my original plan, but hey.
So, you fly, it takes you about a minute to make to the top. Give a minute or two to on all the eagles, while John is basically a fourth way there. Ares, you've been here before. There's the moss that have been basically spread away through the ritual that John performed in the circle. The runes are present in there. And yeah, it's pretty just, windy up here. So what would you like to do with Theo and Wes? We're just gonna wait.
I make the birds land. They land, and I land myself, and I turn back into a person. But the summoned eagles remain. What? And then we wait for John to climb up.
You can roll me another perception if you want all 3 of you.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh,
Oh,
nice, yo.
Nice, yo. Yeah.
yo.
You look around, it's the land is plentiful and wide. And actually, if you look a bit north beyond the wall, you see there's like a small hill. It is like you assume a dozen feet tall, and you see there is Nadia, the angel lady, sitting on it. And you can spot that there is, of course, something in her hand. You assume the dust or the bag of ashes that was provided by Ares. But also what you see is looking up at the sky. Oh yeah, Ares, you also see that. But basically Ares and Theo, you see there is a black spot in the sky. Flying. Somewhere in the north. For Theo, you don't know what the fuck it is. It looks just something very ominous from for very far away. Ares, you've seen this before. That is a dragon. Yeah.
Is it closer than it was before?
No, doesn't seem like it.
Let us also know what it is.
So, give me a second. Let me find the music. As
Yeah.
I got.
Ayers looks towards the dragon, but doesn't think too much about it. He will not even mention it to the other ones.
Can I find? Nope. Man, it doesn't want to give me the... You know what? This will work. So, it takes about like 5-6 minutes as slowly but surely John is making there. John, as you make your way, every once in a while you see glares of the eyes in front of you, as if looking at something. Occasionally looking at you, then looking away. Somewhere in the peripheral vision. As he looks away, you feel the gut. It is painful. And about 5-6 ways, literally at the very end of it, you feel something drip. Something in your armors all of a sudden becomes wet. Warm. And as you look down, you see there is now a trail of your own blood leaking from the armor. From your stomach down to your right leg, and there is now this streak of it. You don't really...
Is it getting... sorry, is it... Yeah, sorry, go on. I didn't mean to...
You don't really feel pain. But you feel anxiety building up. Something is clearly not right.
Question. Am I losing HP right now?
I'm not telling you how much HP you have at the moment.
All right.
Oh no.
Assuming assuming like I'm feeling the pain, but
you feel pain, but you wouldn't say you're feeling worse like you felt when yeah.
So like I feel pain, but it's just driving me forward.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna second wind and move forward.
You wanna roll me a second wing then. Roll me a D10 plus 9.
Got it. All right. 11, and I continue climbing.
Yeah. As you make to the top, you basically, the first feet hit the steady pavement of the very top, you see that now on your left side of the foot, also there's a streak of blood. You're basically witnessed to John climbing up, and you see his basically, what you assume is like torso ends and the belly begins. There is just this red on his armor, his blood, and you see the more it goes down, the more red it is.
So we see that when we look down at him.
Yes.
I think I can even smell that.
You probably could smell it, yeah. Question, does John have a helmet?
Yes.
But do you have it on?
I put it on. Back in the campfire. I mentioned that in particular. Oh no, I'm feeling that's not a good thing in this situation.
Okay. All of a sudden, it's very hard to breathe for you, John. You feel like something is expanding, and something in your gut is becoming incredibly painful. As almost your mind ushers you to go to the center of the circle.
And with that said, if it's like getting hard to breathe, I take the helmet and throw it down.
Ares
Yeah.
and everybody else. Under the helmet, there is no longer a human that you recognize. The first thing you see is sharp fang-like teeth, but a dozen. You see blackish bile spewing out of its mouth, and you see its eyes sunken. You see John's hair are falling out. Something is actively transforming it into something.
Oh no! What? We have to stop this.
Yeah, how far am I up the mountain at this point?
You're fully up. You're at the very surface.
Jan, what happened? What's wrong with you?
And he's looking, and he's kind of looking past you. He's not focused on the people around him. He's focused on the pain. He's focused on the mission. And he reaches his hand into the bag, and he pulls out the bell.
As the bell,
And
you almost instantly look at the sky, and you almost exactly know where the dragon is. That one dot. You sense its heartbeat. And with each heartbeat, your whole body rushes with excitement. Everybody else, you all of a sudden massive bulges on John's back.
Oh no, you can't do that. Can I order?
No, the bulges through in the plate armor.
Oh god.
Yes.
Are the two of them? Are the two of you other ones still on top of your eagles, or have you gotten off your eagles?
Well, I haven't been told to get off, so.
Yeah, the eagles have landed. So,
I've gotten up.
have you gotten off? Okay, then I will order that eagle to fly forward and grab the bell. But
I'm gonna try to ring it before I can get close.
with its claws.
Roll me another 4100, John.
All
Then
right.
roll me a contested strength check with advantage.
To only John, I guess, I assume.
All right.
And it's pure strength, right?
Contested strength check. All right. Not athletics.
The eagle rolls 20,
Ooh.
23.
That might not save you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It does save you. But because this is an athletics, right? Wait, contested strength check, right, Araxis?
It was a strength check.
Yeah, I think he just said strength. Yeah, I don't think it even matters. Actually, not really.
Yeah? Absolute
We'll wait on
silence?
Araxis.
Oh boy. So. Oh god, Ares.
Yeah.
Ares, can you roll me to hit with a D10 modifier?
For the eagle then?
What?
I ordered.
No. So what happens is, you all actively see John is losing everything that was human, and you see something
Yeah.
underneath him. As your eagle instinctually grabs the bell by, the bell sign and snatches and pulls it out. John, before you can even reflex to do anything, your hand almost sporadically reaches out. You roll me a d20 with a 10.
Okay.
And what was I supposed to roll? A D10?
No, oh my god. What's your AC of the griffin or the eagle?
The AC is 13.
Oh my god, roll me 60-12.
Oh my god.
As all of a sudden you see something grip your eagle as if it was just a small bird. And you see some shadowy silhouette looming over John as his hand extends, so is his. And then there's this crack.
Do you want me to roll
As
the 60-12 or?
yeah, 60-12, yeah. As that little bird, that little eagle, just mid-air, getting the bell, all of a sudden just contorts and several cracks disappears into nothingness as the bell free falls to the ground.
Yeah, action surge, dash, grabbing the bell, and I'm ringing it as soon as human. No, wait, hold on. As I grab it, I'm gonna ring it. Just gonna duck and grab and ring. His action. Well, actually, I don't even know if I need to use my action surge to do that. I haven't even used my actions.
John,
But, with it, regardless. Yeah.
my boy, as you grab it, you basically see blood pouring down your everything. It is just kind of, you feel like your skin is basically peeling off you. You feel incredibly hot as you hear a voice in your head, almost clearly as ever, speak out. My father was the first to garner a favor with the dragon kind. He was a consort and a lover to a child of Tiamat. He held no equal hatred to anyone to the dragon kind. But that will soon change. What made us, I'll make you. And in our name, we shall slaughter them all. So those back bulges in the plate, you all of a sudden see these bony tendrils sprung out, breaking the armor through the back as they turn into this bony wings on its back. John, eventually the blood stops. Everything stops boiling as all of a sudden you feel clarity beyond clarity. As all of you see, John doesn't have a face or a thing. It's just a skull with gleaming golden eyes. As you look up on the sky and you ring the bell.
Yeah. What's happening to you, John?
The ringing of the bell sounds like a clink. Like a small clink that doesn't sound like a bell at all. Just sounds like somebody hit two pans softly together. You do it again and again and again and again. And it's kind of awkward for a few moments. As now you see this bastardized creature of basically skeleton swinging this mace with a bell at the end, and there's this meager click.
Question:
Yes.
where is Ares at this point?
I'm standing beside you, basically. That's the eagle you are on.
You're basically at what's it called? You're basically at the very top of the Hollowed Out Mountain, all of you. John is basically no longer a human but a skeleton with golden eyes, and he's just like clinging this thing towards eyeing the dragon far. You see him like over a dozen miles away, as it's just a black spot.
Yeah, in a desperate attempt, Ares wants to call out to Nadia and say, Nadia, what's happening to him? Do you know what's happening to him? Can we stop him?
Are you gonna use a spell? Because she is nowhere near you.
Didn't you say she was on the mountain?
No, she's at the very. She's to the north from the camp because you were on the mountain. You can see
Then I
it.
missed. I thought you said we saw her
No.
and maybe on the mountain. Okay, then
Okay.
I can't do that.
Well,
Anyhow, then Vess will position themselves in front of Ares, embraces themselves,
Alexis, can I
Drawing
speak
of
at the moment?
a sigil in the air just in case.
Am I capable of speaking?
yes, you can. You have untold clarity at this very moment.
I look at the rest and basically put out my hand, the one not holding the mace, and say, "Stay back."
Jon, what's happening to you?
You try to speak, the voice comes out, but you do not feel your tongue. You feel incredibly lightweight. You look down a bit and you see flesh, muscle, blood, and your bony skull covered in red.
Does the bell seem to not be working?
For a few good seconds, as you ring it fanatically at the sky, it feels like, it's nothing, just ding, 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 like very soft, like nothing is happening, nothing dramatic. And you kind of look away and the fanaticism is just gone. You look back to your back, start to swing, you see some bony protrusions and you feel as if they're limbs that you've been with forever. And then all of a sudden, you hear it. You hear a whistle. As all of a sudden, winds pick up intensely. And they start to just turn the entire wind from west to east to north to south. As all of a sudden, the wind intensifies. The clouds were lazily floating, visibly start to shift and turn. All of a sudden, you turn back into the sky to the north. You feel it in your empty husk of a heart. It is coming. As you see the thing at the very end of the horizon, all of a sudden it glares itself towards you and starts to fly.
All right, then. I look at it and say, I look back at them. You better get down. As I stare intently at the enclosing dragon, and I prepare.
Well, with that being said and done, what would you like to do, Vess, Theo, and Ares?
I have no idea.
Vess,
Do Vest dismount?
yes, Vess dismounted because she's standing in front of you.
I don't have my bag of holding.
I think I'm gonna do the same.
I tell my eagle to fly down the mountain towards where Nadia is, and to make sure Nadia comes flying up here as well.
Well,
I don't know how it will accomplish that. He in fact tells the bird that get Nadia.
as your eagle flies down somewhere halfway through where Nadi is, all of a sudden there's lights of yellow and white around her. As all of a sudden she seems to make some sort of body out of pure light. And then all of a sudden there's a loud crackling lightning in that location. You see Ares' body flung from the hill to the ground, rolling down a few dozen feet. And on the hillside, you see a familiar creature, a Kenku, wearing
nice.
white robes. As it looks around, it all of a sudden stares at the mountain and it looks at you. It
Did you say
gives a
Ares?
wave, and all of a sudden you see a misty white portal transform next to it as it steps through it. And the portal closes.
The Screech brought back in white robes and steps through a portal and disappears.
I know. You still have your own. Anyway. So, you go. Your eagle goes to Nadia, and Nadia seems to be conscious and awake. And she seems to get on your eagle and fly towards you. You realize, as minutes or so passes, that little spot in the north becomes larger. At the beginning, it would look like a fly in the distance. Now, if you extend your thumb out, it is bigger than the thumb. What would you like to do?
Well, how long till touchdown?
Yeah, no.
Ares is the embodiment of confusion right now. He has no idea what's happening.
So now I have a simple question. Are you gonna stay on the mountain? 90
Yeah.
by 90? Or are you gonna...
Ares is going to stay on the mountain.
I don't think any of the party members have. I think
There's
everyone is thoroughly confused.
Well,
Yeah, the rest of you
Yeah.
are
not-
getting down the mountain.
I don't have. I can only do one thing. When it's close enough, I rage.
Oh, God.
But only when it's close enough, so I don't get knocked off.
Man. Okay.
Yeah. Ares is hesitating on like whether to stay where you are or run towards Jon. Currently, he's doing nothing and just staying put.
Well, I guess, is everybody staying? And I guess it's confirmed.
Yes. birthday.
About a minute passes. 2 minutes passes. The thing becomes bigger and bigger. And then you
One more thing?
realize,
I do bolstering magic on myself, but I do the other effect.
Here's...
For 10 minutes, the creature can roll a d3 whenever making an attack roll or ability check and add that number to the roll d20. You know, just in case.
Well, the thing you realize as it gets closer, can everybody roll me intelligence?
A moment. Because I forgot I had exhaustion, so I need to do a
You
disadvantage
want to roll
roll.
intelligence too? Or is this just for them?
No intelligence check, just for you two as well.
Intelligent.
20. That's a 4, and I get to roll. Don't worry. At disadvantage.
Intelligence with the large or with the small number?
Yeah. Oh, That's not.
Well,
I got 2 with it, so this.
yeah. So
I'm a 6.
Aries, you realize this dragon is several hundred feet long. But it's gonna impact the mountain if it's gonna go for the mountain. The mountain might not survive the impact.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
That's not very good. Good thing I have the reincarnate spell prepared. He's going to credit to the other ones that the mountain might not survive that thing runs into us.
What are we supposed to do? Just get off the mountain, leave him here?
Do you want to? I can't summon any more creatures until Nadia comes here. Oh. If you get thrown off, I will turn into a bird and wait. Jump on my back. He says it just transforms back into a bird, a giant eagle as well, and lowers himself to allow.
Yeah, Fest gets on, no questions asked.
What
And,
size?
I'll get on to.
What size is this? Medium.
Medium.
It's a bit hard for Eris to carry both of them, but he'll do it.
And one more thing. Since Theo, we're in touch range, yeah, you also get some bolstering magic. And I'm giving you the D3 check as well. For 10 minutes, you have a D3 for your checks and attacks.
Well,
Because we're gonna need that.
Yeah, I'm preparing to like basically dodge if the dragon runs into the mountain by flying off
okay.
away from the dragon.
Takes about 3 minutes and basically got Nadia on the mountain. This one. Where is it? There you go. Yeah. And you see the creature, the literal dragon is approaching fast.
Guess who's back? Back again. How far away? Like, how many minutes away is this dragon at this point, based on how much the dragon's
Ares,
making?
from Ares' estimation, probably 2 minutes.
Boys, I hope you're ready to not die. My fate is sealed. I don't know what that fate is, but it's sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up Bob a bad choice. So that's a mistake.
Actually, if I have the bell with me, I'm going to take the bag of holding and toss it back to the rest of the party.
You're just gonna be standing there alone and be like, yeah, I can do it, don't worry.
Quite literally.
Oh, he has wings, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he has wings, don't worry
Can
about
one
it.
of you two?
Let's hope he doesn't lose one, because then a certain song can play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Ares tried to snatch the bag of holding with his beak, I guess. And then like creating his like hands that over to Veth or Theo, whoever is.
I'll probably take it.
Yeah, he's preparing to fly up, bracing for impact.
Okay,
Alright then.
You're all
We're
gonna
all
be
ready.
on the mountain. Holy fucking shit. You know what? Because you're such a good fellas, all of you, I would like you all to roll me a good old strength saving throw with advantage, because you clearly can prepare. As all of a sudden, as a minute and a half passes, yes?
How do I do that?
I'm gonna ask something. So they crash strength check with advantage, but I have disadvantage. But can I rage to get advantage again?
No, you can have advantage because you're literally preparing for this.
Okay.
And
Alright, sorry, for a moment.
I'll
I don't have to rage.
Before you go on, sorry, so Sophie knows what this is. If you look onto your character sheet, you'll see something above your skills called saving throws. there should be a
Yes.
number next to something called strength. Roll that plus a d20.
What
That's
saving throws does an eagle have?
And also roll D3 for a little bit of extra points.
If
did
you're giant
bolstering
eagle
magic.
Aries, you have to look up the stat sheet on that. That's
Yeah, it doesn't give me proficiency here.
no, unless
Uh,
it says you have proficiency in
Now,
something you don't.
my good people of the
22.
party, I know that's 2 of you.
I'm really sorry, I can't find it.
Just roll.
That's okay. If you do paladins have proficiency in strength saving throws?
Well, technically, I think they should.
I think it's strength and charisma.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna quickly do the paladin research because I can answer the question if I know if she has proficiency in it or not. And the answer is no. Okay, so basically, just roll a strength check. Just
Okay.
add your plus 5 to a roll, and you're good. And do that twice and pick the higher one.
Let's see, how much did you roll? You
Oh,
roll.
Jesus.
Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh no. Okay.
Don't forget you to get to wait. No, this is a saving throw, not ability check. I
27.
take that back.
It's hard to see what. I guess it's just plus 3 for strength and no proficiency for features.
Okay, so give me a second.
Because there are no saving throws on the stat block.
You know, just
No,
just
strength
do your plain
saving.
stats.
No, strength saving throw is a thing.
Yeah, but
He's
not
talking about a giant eagle.
giant
Oh.
That's
eagle
why he's
doesn't-
having control.
They don't have any saving throw for
Yeah,
anything.
just use strength. If it doesn't say you have proficiency in strength saving throws, just use strength.
Okay. Then this is the lower of the two then. Oh, advantage. It's
No, it's the higher of the two.
16.
Okay. Let's see, 20. So 27, 60. This is okay. So who rolled their own personal? So Tio is 9. Ves is 22. John, did you roll?
27.
27.
Shouldn't Philus be plus 1d3 as well?
No, you don't have. I can't give you bolstering magic. I already use it to regain your spell slot. I can only do it
No, no,
once
no.
per day. But
No, Philo has it.
yeah,
So Philus should do what is plus
Also,
1.
Yeah, you can-
Ares, you want to roll your own? Oh,
I'm
did.
in animal form, so I'm a
which animal?
giant eagle.
Ooh, okay.
so
That's why I'm rolling
So-
16.
so Theo still has to roll D3 to get their bonus.
So, yeah, you can roll a d3.
Just 1d3?
Yeah.
D3, yeah.
Mhm. So,
3.
we're
Well,
gonna do one more roll, and I need to do this exclaimer. All of a sudden, the game pauses. There's a window pops up. This will change a lot. This next roll, it is literally one of those rolls that might change the outcome of other
Yeah.
campaigns. One of you needs to roll me a d2.
All right.
Should I do that?
Given I am the source of all this chaos,
Yeah,
may
yeah.
I have the
The
privilege?
mountain holds or the mountain
Mhm.
falls? A d2. Ooh. So, with a
Or
massive.
actually, by the way,
Hmm?
sorry, go on. No, describe this first. I'll tell you what I'm doing after.
No, we're gonna call it after because I don't need to make a plan for
Oh
this.
yeah, I was gonna say if this thing's charging straight for the mountain, by the way, I'm going to try to jump in its mouth as it throws itself here.
Well, here's the thing. It crashes into the mountain with intense force, rattling and shaking its foundations, but the mountain holds. But the sheer amount of force, the wind, the gust of force, holds everyone in place except for Ares and Theo, as they both plummet from the mountain and free fall to the ground.
But both of them are riding on my back. So shouldn't all three of us be flying off then?
Well, you could just pick yourself up again. You're flying.
Wait, are you on the mount?
I am a bird. I am an eagle, and the two of them are on my back.
Who's the second one?
Me. Fess.
Oh, then you also automatically go with them.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Are they able to remain
On the
me?
mountain, no. They all plummet with you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But are they still on me as we fly as we all the three?
You're out of
Or
your
do they-
form.
What?
Yes, because let me roll
If you take enough
damage
damage,
for
you
it.
drop. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you take enough damage,
I'm
it
sorry.
breaks form.
I'm a colossal ancient black dragon impacts the mount, and you think it's gonna do no damage?
But that's
No
why I was.
damage, invincible.
That was why I was preparing to fly off the mountain as it impacted. So I wouldn't get hit by the air.
Yes. Well, give me a second. So you're
Okay.
gonna take, because you were flying, that you're gonna fly up. You're gonna take 12. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still in eagle form then.
Hey, there you go. You're free falling, but you are in eagle form. That leaves with John.
And
And
all of us
John,
are attacking?
all of you are descending down from the sky, apparently, then, because they decided to all of you on an eagle, leaving only John alone with a massive maw and two glinting cool eyes staring at you, full of hatred. So, yes, you all take, except for John. I'll take.
No, stop.
Man, this is all so complicated.
It's not complicated. Oh, we all take it. Okay.
Yes.
So, with that being said and done, John, any final remarks before you're gonna go one-on-one adventure with a massive ancient black
17.
dragon?
Fuck dragons.
Dragons. Good. So I gotta make now a map, several maps, because holy fucking shit, this is not anyway.
Might have caused some shenanigans.
Yes, yes.
I might have been hiding a few things from the group. I'm sorry.
So, prepare
problem.
prepare for next week's TKP potentially, and anything you want to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors?
Bread.
Red.
I just got here.
Let's not
Well-
kill Sophie second session. Let's
Well-
try.
I heard Vorum wanted new players.
Man. Man. Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, if Fess dies, one of my characters is alive? Question mark.
Mm.